As me in a combat sport, as far as boxing, whatever, if I'm promoting on social media or I'm doing exhibitions, it's like, oh man, he's broke. No, it's not a crime for them to make money. They don't say nothing about the guys that's 80 and 90 that's still making hundreds of millions and billions, but soon as somebody black does it, your people, your own people say, oh, he's broke. Listen.
This might be the one time where Floyd is strong-armed into signing a fight that he maybe didn't want to be a part of if he, I don't know, didn't think it was a pro or he signed down for it and didn't understand. I have no idea, but he that's the other thing. He signed three separate contracts according to Manny Pacquiao's team already. What did you think this was?
Mayweather, come on, dude. Fight a real fight. You're still trying to protect your O? Yes, you're 50-0 on paper, but people know you.
Floyd Mayweather has responded to growing speculation after reports suggested he backed away from a proposed rematch with Manny Pacquiao. The undefeated champion insists that choosing exhibition bouts has nothing to do with financial problems. According to Mayweather, exhibitions allow him to continue earning significant money while keeping his perfect 50-0 professional record untouched.
No one else's pockets. Right. Because I got to where I got to focusing on Floyd Mayweather. That's how I got to becoming 50-0. Because my thing was always, I didn't care what nobody else was doing. I had to focus on me and my family, focus on what I have to do. And that's
boxing commentator Wade Clemens believes Mayweather has largely dealt with his business battles on his own, even while facing disagreements with people who were once close to him. He points to ongoing legal and business disputes involving Al Haymon, Showtime, and Leonard Ellerbe as signs that the former champion has been navigating a complicated period outside the ring.
A statement from Team Floyd. I don't even know who's on Floyd's team anymore. Leonard Ellerbe's gone. I don't know if Al Heyman's probably not working with him because he's not necessarily directly in a lawsuit with Al Heyman, but that's another thing. Floyd is directly in a lawsuit with Showtime right now for $300 million, saying they didn't pay him, that they paid Al Heyman and that money never got facilitated to him. This is a mess, dude. And, you know, people were like, oh, Floyd ain't going broke. And, okay, he made close to $1 billion, but I'm telling you, when you spin like Floyd Mayweather spins, when you take advantage of people and try to essentially steal their money, you start having these little things become big things where you're not paying off. I mean, we went over all of this already, but you're not paying off properties that are getting foreclosed on. You owe millions upon millions of dollars to the IRS. You're buying assets that don't appreciate. You're having to sell back things and close.
Meanwhile, Complex Sports shared its own update on social media, adding more fuel to the growing discussion surrounding Mayweather's future and the uncertainty surrounding the proposed rematch. Oscar De La Hoya also weighed in, criticizing Mayweather for avoiding dangerous professional matchups. He argued that Floyd spent much of his career protecting his undefeated record rather than consistently taking the toughest available challenges, accusing him of avoiding unnecessary risks.
Back when we fought, and what's crazy is that people don't know that we had a rematch clause for 1 year. And what do? You're retires for 1 year and 1 day. Bro, ever since I got beat up by Manny Pacquiao in my last fight, I've wanted to fight every single day, but I couldn't because I wasn't right. Physically, emotionally, I just wasn't right. All that depression, all that that I had within my spirit. But now these last 5 years, I've put in the work, man. Woo! I did a lot of work and I feel happy.
Tim Bradley believes Mayweather was never fully committed to facing Manny Pacquiao again. In Bradley's opinion, Floyd agreed to the deal because of the financial opportunity, but after taking care of other business matters, he has become reluctant to move forward with the rematch.
And I guess he needed to come back and fight and take care of that. Well, he got some cheese from that advancement. I'm pretty sure he took care of that. You know, and now he's chilling. Now he's saying to himself, you know, I'm damn 50 years old. I ain't trying to fight. Nah, I ain't trying to fight. Let's do an exhibition. You know what I mean? Like, this don't even make sense. I'm 50, you 46. Bro, let's just be smart and do an exhibition. And I get it. Everybody saying, oh, well, he signed Tim for a real fight and all this stuff. I get it. I get it. And I'm not gonna argue that. He right. You signed Mayweather, damn it. You're supposed to be fighting for real, for sure. Yeah, absolutely. But I'm just trying to...
Wade Plemons revisited the long road that led to the original Mayweather-Pacquiao showdown, reminding fans how disagreements over drug testing and negotiations delayed the fight for years. He argues that history appears to be repeating itself, with the proposed rematch once again becoming tangled in discussions over money, contracts, and fight terms.
Happen only for the rematch to come down years later, decade later, and we're talking still about money. And we're still talking about the classification of this fight. Floyd, if he doesn't take this fight after it's been announced on Netflix, after he's going broke, he owes people lots of money. The IRS just leaned on him again, Fat Joe style, leaned back on him for another, $7 million? After Floyd took and advanced a cash advance on this fight because he signed however many different contracts already, and to sign those, he was paid money and then took a cash advance. At least that's what's being reported. If they don't fight, Netflix, and I'm assuming the representatives of Manny Pacquiao, are gonna be on his ass in court. And that's not a fight he can win right now. Where's the money coming from? Floyd has got to be the dumbest person in a position that he is in. And one of the
Plemons also questioned Mayweather's financial position, pointing to reported tax issues, alleged debts, and advances tied to previous fight agreements. He suggested that if Mayweather walks away after the highly publicized Netflix announcement, Pacquiao's camp could potentially pursue legal action. In his view, those circumstances weaken Floyd's negotiating position.
Strong-arm Netflix into doing what you want to do with this whole, no, it's going to be an exhibition, no, we don't know where the fight's going to be, after it's already announced where the fight's going to be, the date it's going to be on, and it is going to be a pro bout. And also, you're not in a position to be very flippant with money. So not only will Floyd potentially, if this is not signed by tomorrow or today, as you guys are seeing this video, Manny's representative there, Jazz Mather, said that Floyd would make more than he's made in the last 5 years on this fight, and I agree with him. Combined, if you don't take this now, not only are you not going to make that money, you're going to owe money because you already took money. You took a cash advance on this, and you breached your contract, so you're now going to have to pay lawyer fees. You're going to lose, all because you piped up in public and essentially shit on the entire event.
Tim Bradley believes Mayweather has reached a stage where exhibition fights make more sense than high-level professional competition. He noted that Floyd is now 50 years old, while Pacquiao is 46, making a safer exhibition understandable. Bradley acknowledged why some fans are frustrated, especially if the original expectation was a sanctioned fight, but he believes financial and business considerations may have changed Mayweather's approach. From his perspective, Floyd is now focused more on business opportunities than proving himself in the ring.
The stuff I know that could have happened, right? That could have happened. Maybe Mayweather was thinking like this. I don't know. But I just know that that money he received, I'm pretty out, man, damn it. I don't know for sure, but damn it, I'm probably about, I know I'm 85, 90%. I'm telling you, because I don't think he'll be doing this. This is business. So he's just saying, I understand it was a real fight, but now I want to change it. I want to change it now. I got my advancement. Now I want to change it. That's just what it is.
Zab Judah questioned why protecting an undefeated record remains such a priority. He compared Mayweather's perfect record to an elite credit score, describing it as an incredibly valuable achievement in boxing. Judah praised Floyd for preserving that legacy throughout his career, but also pointed out that Pacquiao continues facing elite competition, including world-level opponents such as Mario Barrios. While Mayweather has stayed away from top professional competition for years, Judah emphasized that Floyd has always been a highly intelligent fighter who carefully controls every situation before accepting a challenge.
Is it you're losing that O? Could be that it?
Of course. That's what it's all come down to. I mean, the O is like a 800 credit score. Globally, universally. You walk around with an 800 credit score with the O. You know what I'm saying? So that's what the O brings. It brings an 800 credit score for wherever you go. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, Floyd he's done a great job with that. Great job. So of course he's gonna, show the roll on that. Oh, I ain't mad at him. Smart guy. He understand. He ain't no fool. Word.
Could it be possibly too that, Manny Pacquiao has been fighting at the top level, fighting Mario Barrios and getting a draw for that WBC title? Floyd hasn't fought. Well,
Judah also suggested that if Pacquiao held a clear advantage, Mayweather would likely avoid taking that risk altogether. He believes Floyd has always chosen situations where the odds favor him. At the same time, Judah made it clear he doesn't believe either man fears the other. Instead, he sees two experienced champions making calculated decisions. He added that Mayweather's victory in their first meeting still shapes public opinion, making Pacquiao eager for another opportunity, while giving Floyd another reason to protect both his legacy and undefeated record.
Engage into something else where somebody else have the advantage on him. He's not going to engage into it. He can always make sure that, he's top of the food chain when it comes to everything. You know what I'm saying? And then he proceeds forward. So if Pacquiao has an edge, a little bit, you can forget about it.
Do you think it looks different?
Huh?
Do you think the fight looks different now that they're a little bit older now? And
I mean, listen, like I said, both fighters are great. They both have skill. Nobody's scared of nobody. Nobody lacks or got anything over, one another. But Floyd got over Pacquiao. I won the first fight. Now Pacquiao, that's why Pacquiao's so adamant.
And Pacquiao's activity.
He's a bit of a Pacquiao's very adamant to get this rematch because he understands, like, wait a minute, I need one more shot. It's almost like going into, it's something about rematches, bro. I mean, I've been successful with all with my rematch.
According to reports, the proposed event was originally designed as a professional fight rather than an exhibition. Mayweather is now reportedly facing accusations of violating contractual obligations, with claims that Pacquiao's team has given him a deadline to either honor the agreement, renegotiate the terms, or officially withdraw. Reports also suggest Pacquiao has no interest in turning the event into an exhibition, maintaining that the rematch was always intended to count as a sanctioned professional contest.
Real fight. He is in breach right now. He has to provide written confirmation by tomorrow that he has intent to cure it, and there's a certain amount of time because there's multiple breaches across the board. Mayweather said he and others have already reached out to Mayweather to correct the situation, so he's fully aware. The guy thinks he knows what he's doing every time, and when people try to reach out to him or give him advice, he always, I got this, I have it figured out. We definitely don't, because we don't have our next steps figured out, right? The fight is not canceled. Floyd is definitely in breach of his contract. There has been no request by anybody to cancel it. Mayweather has been asked to provide written confirmation that he intends to live up.
Additional reports claim Mayweather signed multiple agreements with different parties regarding his return to boxing. Those separate contracts are said to have eventually become connected, creating several obligations tied to the same comeback plans. The biggest agreement is believed to involve the Netflix-backed Pacquiao Rematch. Confusion intensified after Mayweather suggested during interviews that the event could instead become an exhibition, contradicting earlier promotions. That change has sparked debate among promoters, fans, and analysts, leaving the future of the fight surrounded by legal questions and uncertainty.
Respect anyone involved in setting this up. Pacquiao, meanwhile, is miffed by Mayweather's backpedaling. Manny Pacquiao, I believe he's going to bite me. He's going to bite me? Manny Pacquiao is not happy. He's been looking forward to this rematch. Nobody ever got a contract, and Netflix stepping up as a media empire holds a lot of weight. It reassured Manny that this was real. They put a stamp on it. He's obviously displeased. He does want to fight Floyd. He does not want an exhibition. Has no interest in that because that was never part of their conversation. And asked if the fight would ever occur as an exhibition. The fight will not take place as a pure exhibition. under the contract and terms and platform, we are partners.
At the same time, Mayweather has reportedly been linked to several other business opportunities. Discussions suggest he has explored another exhibition in Greece against a well-known kickboxer, while also being connected to additional exhibition events involving other major names. The overall picture presented is that Floyd could potentially collect multiple paydays from separate events without putting his undefeated record at risk. Some observers also speculate that income from these exhibitions could support broader business ventures, including real estate investments and other financial projects beyond boxing.
On the line, which means Manny can't get his get back and Floyd keeps his 50-0. So it looks like Floyd's trying to get slick and switch it up. And at the same time, Floyd did something else that I can see, at least this is my understanding, that Floyd Mayweather Jr. also negotiated himself another fight with a kickboxer in Greece. So Floyd gets his hands on some cash from the negotiation from Floyd with Manny. Then he also picks up another payday for himself with an exhibition against a kickboxer, and he has the exhibition on Netflix with Mike Tyson. All of which he can win and look good in, but at the same time not risk anything. And not only that, he can pull the cash from one guy to give him some, because cash rules everything around me. So he gets his hands on some money.
The discussion also raises questions about the people handling Mayweather's business affairs. Critics argue that members of his management team and advisory circle may not always be acting in his best interests. They believe juggling multiple exhibition deals, negotiations, and investment opportunities at the same time increases the chances of legal disputes, delayed payments, and contractual complications. While this strategy could maximize earnings with limited risk inside the ring, it may also create difficult financial and legal challenges if agreements begin to fall apart.
In another investment, like maybe he wants to take $20 million and maybe, just saying, he may get a tip from one of his people about a real good investment that he can invest in, and then he can get a return on that investment from that cash and solve his problems. You know, the way that these guys that he's working with, or at least are accused of doing business. I don't even want to get into that too much. But let's just suffice it to say that Floyd Mayweather Jr.'s business managers are not necessarily the most reputable people. So would they leverage one deal as a way to get cash and money for another business venture, and then back out of the original business venture after they get the cash, and then do what? Tie it up in lawsuits for a while you get your money on over this side? Let me tell you what that is. That is a slick move to try to rob Peter and pay Paul at the same.
That wraps up today's update. Let us know what you think about Floyd Mayweather's situation and whether you believe the Pacquiao rematch will still happen. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss our latest boxing coverage. Until next time, thanks for watching.